President Obama said this a few weeks ago at an event I was at with him. Stop with the navel gazing. We are facing an authoritarian in the White House right now, a fascist regime in this country. Let's get off our asses and actually get in this fight. And everyone in this room is.
So that's DNC Chair Ken Martin on the path forward for Democrats as they wrap up the DNC summer meeting yesterday. It comes as the party is still looking for a clear strategy and some direction after 2024's losses, while internal divisions still remain. For more on this, we're going to bring in Fox News contributor and former White House advisor Kellyanne Conway. Kellyanne, good morning to you. Great to see you.
Good morning.
So here's a little bit more of what Ken Martin had to say in terms of trying to rebuild trust amongst Democrats. Take a listen.
We know the work in front of us, the hill in front of us is steep. We know we have to, most important task in front of us is not just winning elections, but rebuilding trust. Rebuilding trust with so many people in this country right now who've lost faith in the Democratic Party, and that's what we're doing.
All right, Kellyanne, give the Democrats a progress report. How's that rebuilding going?
Yeah, he sounds like the adults in Peanuts cartoons. Wah, wah, wah. They're not saying anything. And, you know, a year ago, Dana and I were at the Democratic Convention, the Brett Summer, the High on Vibes. But listen carefully to two things Kamala Harris said in her speech that are fundamentally different from what the DNC is saying in its meetings just this week. Bill, the first, she said, we will protect Israel and stand with Israel. She called Hamas a terrorist organization that caused October 7th. At this DNC meeting, you have the Gen Z members putting forth a resolution to suspend all military aid in Israel. It failed, but this is the direction. Secondly, Kamala Harris last year tried to draw upon her experience as a prosecutor and saying she'd be tough on crime and tough on the border. She said she would pass the bipartisan, she'd sign into law the bipartisan immigration bill, that we can have border security, fix our broken immigration system. And then they had a speaker at this DNC meeting just this week who said, quote, Americans don't care about carjacking and crime from migrants. It's not important to them. So they're trying to steamroll Trump, who's steamrolling them on every issue from crime to men and women's sports to peace through strength abroad to the border to the economy. They don't know how to deal with Trump. And I would just say they don't really have a message or a messenger. Why is this important? Because their last two successful presidential candidates, Barack Obama in 2008 was really messenger over message. Yes, he said I was against the war in Iraq. But other than that, he was elected more messenger than message. Bill Clinton is really what they need to get back to as a Democratic Party and probably won't. He ran as a centrist Southern governor, a moderate, the Democratic Leadership Council, which is now disbanded because it was too moderate and centrist for the Democratic Party. This guy ran on substance that was more moderate. He didn't govern that way. But he won 33 years ago, friends. 33 years ago, Bill Clinton won in a form and a fashion that certainly eludes this modern Democratic Party. So they're so stuck on Trump, Trump, Trump that they're not coming forward with a message that can unify them as a system and then, I think, enable more of those African Americans, Hispanics, women, young voters, union households, Catholics that went to President Trump in droves last fall.
Kellyanne, Semaphore had this op-ed that said over the course of 3 busy days, the party did not settle its arguments left over from 2024. One of the Democrats' current disadvantages, which became clearer in Minneapolis, is that they are still trying to work out their usual differences while Republicans have completely unified behind their president. I talked to a young Democrat this morning who said she's just dismayed. Everything she heard from the meeting is just terrible. And I said, maybe the Democrats need to take the legally protected and legitimate way out, which is to declare bankruptcy and start over.
That would be something. Dana and Bill, as you know, they have a 5.5 times cash disadvantage to the RNC. They've shed 2 million registered voters, so people who aren't willing to call themselves Democrats and are willing to call themselves Republicans because of Trump. They lost all 7 swing states. They lost the popular vote, and it wasn't for a lack of money or a lack of trying. They spent about, close to $2 billion in just 107 days, as we know the name of the book. So you're right, take the legal route, claim bankruptcy. But Dana, what do you do about claiming bankruptcy when you are bereft of ideas?
I know.
And leadership?
That's the real problem.
That's the whole thing.
I didn't think through my second step.
Problem.
But neither have they.
No. You're there. You're there. You're there.
Kellyanne, great
But
to see
seriously
you.
speaking, they look. I welcome dissent. I think that parties that are growing welcome dissent and disagreement. But theirs comes from a place of stagnation, not strength.
I hear you. And we are glad to have you on the show. Thanks, Kellyanne.
Thanks, Kellyanne.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.